Okay, Mary, this is step number 6, and this is the biggest one. And if you will listen to me, this could change the quality of your life. Okay, and this is the one that everybody likes best. This is about building long-term savings and long-term income. Now, there's two elements at play here, and there's two financial battles that you have to win in order to win the money game. And if you don't incorporate them, then Mary, can I just be strong with you? The chances of you becoming financially independent, it just won't happen. If you do, it's probably just way out there. So here are the two battles that you have to win. The first one is inflation, and you'll see why in just a moment. And the next one is taxes, because it's not about how much you make, it's about how much you keep. Because taxes can really hurt you if you're not careful. So the first one we're going to talk about is inflation. And have you ever heard the Rule 72? No? Okay, I'll be glad to explain it to you. Um, uh, Whatever interest rate that you're saving at, let's just say 4%, you can divide that number into 72, and that's how many years that it's gonna take to have your money double. So 4 into 72 is 18. So in 18 years at 4%, your money doubles. Let's just say, for example, you have $100 and you get that 4%, and you just keep your money in there and you're saving, and in 18 years, your money doubles to 200. You leave it in there very faithfully for another 18 years, money's going to do what? Double? Okay, now you've got $400. But here's the problem. In 36 years, will $400 purchase what $100 does today? You're right. Okay, and that's inflation. So where are people saving today? Bank accounts, credit unions, fixed accounts, where they're not even getting this 4%. So I think you can see what's happening here. Your money's growing, but inflation is growing much, much quicker. And it's also losing its purchasing power. And that, people will never be able to retire. And that is a big, big problem. So the solution would be to help them to get a potentially better interest rate. Let's just say a person could get 6 to 12%. Okay. Now, I have an example right here. Let's just say that you're 29 years old and you had $10,000 put it in the bank, and like the Rule of 72 at 4%, it doubled in 36 years. Now you're 65 years old. Your kids are grown, out of the house, and your house is paid for, and now you've got $40,000 to your name. Now, Mary, how long is that going to last you? Not long, is it? The way you spend, all the dresses and the shoes we got to buy, right? Yeah. Um, but but here's the problem. Once you're out of money, then you're going to be like one of those having to go and look for another job, maybe a greeter at Walmart or something. And here's another problem. You're out of time. And two, who wants to work past 65? So the only thing that we could have changed was the interest rate. Okay? So here's $1,000,000 question. If you could have had this 6 to 12%, would you be financially financially independent right now? A lot better off? Yes, you would. Yes, you would. Now here I've got a couple more examples here. Let's just say at 6%, the Rule of 72 applies, and at 65, you have retired at $80,000. A little bit better. And the Rule of 72 at 8%, now you have retired at 65 with $160,000. Getting better. But look at this one. This one's almost magical. What's this? At 12%, the Rule of 72, at 65, you're going to retire at $640,000. Isn't that amazing? The only difference was the interest rate. Okay, but it cost this guy the $600,000. It wasn't more money, wasn't more time. In fact, it was the same amount of money, same amount of time. Isn't that a pretty important principle to learn? Yeah, you bet. Yep. So this right here could change the quality of your life. It's not about having the $10,000. The key is to saving a little bit on a monthly basis at a decent interest rate. And Mary, if you will save for you, there's going to come a day that instead of you out earning your money is going to be out earning you. Isn't that pretty awesome? So, $1,000,000 question is, where can I get a decent rate of return, a protection of my principal, and I'll guarantee not to lose any money? Okay, in fact, there's 3 strategies that I'd like to show you, and I'm going to give you a synopsis of each one. So that way you can tell me which one makes most sense for you, so that when we get back together, then we'll know which one is best for you. Okay, so the first one is a fixed approach, where you're guaranteed a guaranteed rate, which might be low, might be 2-3%, but you can see what happened in the example here with inflation. And the other one's on the other end of the spectrum, which is your stock market or your mutual funds, where you have the potential of high returns, but you also run the risk of losing your money, which a lot of people have because it's been pretty dicey out there lately. Yeah. And the third one is your index strategy, where your principal that you save is guaranteed, and the interest that you earned is also guaranteed and protected. Okay, where you never lose any money. Okay, now your interest is linked to the S&P 500. Okay, where over the past 25 years, it has actually earned about 10%. Okay, now Mary, which 3 of these strategies makes most sense for you? Okay, the index strategy, right, right. Okay, now I think you can see why this is most popular. And now I just want to talk about the index strategy for just a moment. Now,